Welcome children. Take out your geography book. Chapter 5 Industries. Large scale industries are capital intensive. They utilize heavy machinery, consume a lot of power and employ numerous skilled laborers. Chemical manufacturing is an example of large scale industries. Now large scale industries. What are these? These are capital intensive industries and which needs, that means it needs heavy machinery, consumes lot of power and even gives employment to many skilled laborers. Chemical manufacturing, it is also an example of large scale industries. Small scale industries require less capital, labor and raw materials, food products, textile, consumer goods, ceramics and wood products are produced by small scale industry. Now small scale industries, what they require? They require less capital, means very less capital. They require labor and raw material, food products, textile, consumer goods, ceramics and wood products. These are also produced in small scale industry. In a cottage industry, goods are generally produced for the consumption and sale of local markets. Potters, weavers, blacksmiths, carpenters and craftspeople are some of the major groups engaged in a cottage industry. Now in cottage industry, what happens? Goods, these are generally produced by the consumption and even the sale in the local market. Potters, weavers, blacksmiths, carpenters and craftsmen, they are some of the major groups who are engaged in cottage industry. Sugar mills, cotton textile mills, food processing unit and even meat processing and dairy products manufacturing plants are examples of agro-based industry. Now see, cotton mills, cotton textile industries, sugar mills, food processing units and even meat processing and dairy products manufacturing plants, they are also the examples of agro-based industry. Now what is this agro-based industry? Agro-based industry, that is the agriculture based industry, that means industries whose raw material is based on agricultural products. Now everything that we use in our daily life is processed from raw materials with the help of skilled labor and power. Now everything we use in our daily life, we use many things and all these things, these are obtained from the raw materials with the help of skilled labor and even power. Natural resources do not occur in a usual state, hence they need to be processed to produce finished goods that we can use. Now natural resources, they do not occur in such a way that we can use it directly. So they need these natural resources, this needs to be processed into finished good so that we can use it properly. For example, iron are mined from the earth is of no use until it is processed, mixed with other minerals to form steel and other various useful products. For example, that is iron. When iron is obtained from the earth, it is of no use until it is processed, then it is mixed with other minerals, then steel is formed and various other useful products are formed. Products of iron are formed. Ranging from a safety pin to a big ship. That means from iron, what we make from small thing, that is safety pin, to a big ship also iron is needed. Therefore, manufacturing industry is a way of processing natural resources with the help of human skill, power and capital to produce a finished. And so what happens? Manufacturing industry, what is it? It is a need to process the natural resources with the help of the human skill, power and capital to produce a finished goods, which has its then transported and further it is marketed to reach a consumer. Then it is transported, then it goes to the market for is the consumer. Manufactured goods are more useful and valuable than the natural goods. Now manufactured goods, what are they? They are more useful and even more valuable than the natural goods as they are processed to serve a purpose. Why? Because these industries are processed to serve for a purpose. Now need for industries in the world. Industries form an essential component of development and are vital to country's economy. Now industries, what they form? They form very essential component of development and they are very important to a country's economy. The need for industries is due to following reason. Now the need for industries, what is it? It is due to some reasons, that is industries meet the growing demands of people for finished goods and make life more comfortable. Now industries, what they need? They meet the growing demands of the people for the finished goods and make the life more comfortable. Thus, for a better quality of life, more and more industries are required. So, for better quality of life, more and more industries are required. And industry also helps in large scale employment. So, an industrialized nation is an economically stronger nation. Now, industries, what it helps? It helps in large scale employment, and so industrialized nation, that is industrialized country, it is an economically stronger nation. Industries manufacture products for all other sectors such as communication, transport, infrastructure, roads, railways and bridges. Now, industries, what they do? They manufacture the products for all other sector that is communication, transport, infrastructure, that is road, railways and bridges, trade and even agriculture. Thus, it contributes to the harmonious growth and development of our country. And so, what it contributes to? It contributes to the harmonious growth and development of a nation. Often surplus goods that are produced, even the extra goods which are produced, they are exported. Thus help a country to earn foreign exchange, which strengthens the economy. And so in this way, what happened? So it helps a country to earn some foreign exchange, which strengthens the economy. Types of industries. Based on capital investment, industries may be classified as large scale and small scale industry. Now, based on capital means based on money method, that is industries, they are divided into two parts, that is one is large scale industry and the other is the small scale industry. Industries such as iron and steel, aluminium and automobile are all set up with a huge capital investment, employment, a large labor force, require vast amount of raw material, power and involve large scale production of goods. Now, industries, that is iron and steel, aluminium and automobile, they all set up a huge capital investment. Gives employment, that is gives job, that is to many labor force, require vast amount of raw materials, power, and they are involved in large scale production of goods. These are called the large scale industry. On the other hand, small scale industries is the minimum scale of production. Now, since small scale industries, what happens? The production is minimum. They require little capital. Labor is often cheap and easily. What they require? Less capital they require. Labor is also cheap and easily available. It has a low rate of production and fewer employees compared to large scale, and very less employees are needed in comparison to large scale industry. Oil mills and sugar mills are examples of small scale. Now, examples of small scale industries are oil mills and sugar mills. Cottage industry are usually set up in the houses of the owner with a family member as workers are locally available raw material. Now, cottage industries, where they usually set up, it is usually set up in the house of the owner with a few family members. Family members are only the workers and local raw materials which are available. The owner invests small amount to start enterprises, and the owner, what they need very less amount to start the work, which include the manufacture of handicraft, shawl, weaving, carpet making, fruit processing, scroll painting, bamboo work, block painting, jewelry designing and metal. Now, what does it include? It includes all types of manufacturing, that is handicraft, shawl weaving, carpet making, fruit processing, scroll painting, bamboo work, block painting, jewelry designing and metalwork carving. They provide rural employment and help to preserve the cultural heritage of region as the skills of craftsmen are handed down from one generation to the other. Now, what they provide? They provide some rural employment and help to preserve the local cultural heritage of the region as the skill of craftsmen are handed down from one generation to the other. Based on the source of raw materials, industries may be agro-based or mineral-based. Now, on the source of raw material, the industries are divided into two parts. That is, one is agro-based and the other is the mineral-based. Those industries that derive from raw materials from agriculture or plant are called the agro. Now, industries whose raw materials are derived from plants or agriculture, they are called the agro-based. Cotton, textile, sugar mills, jute mills, mills and flour mills are examples of agro-based are cotton mills, cotton textile, sugar mill, jute mill, oil mills, flour mills. These are the agro-based industries. Industries that derive their raw material from minerals to produce finished good are called mineral. Now, industries whose raw materials are derived from the minerals, they are called the mineral-based industry. Example: iron and steel, cement, aluminium, fertilizers, petrochemicals are different types of examples of mineral-based industries are iron and steel, cement, aluminium, fertilizers, and petrochemicals. Now, take out your geography, take out your diary, write Chapter 5 Industries, Chapter 5 Industries, 3 pages, explain, homework, revise it. And with this, I am ending my today's class. Goodbye.